Stephanie. Hi, Cosmos. Thank you for inviting me today. It sounds like we're going to have an amazing day.
We are. Thank you so much for coming to our art studio.
How would you define an art class?
An art class is a location where you go and you can do any kind of art that you can imagine. So it can be painting, drawing, collage, clay, any art material possible.
What kind of materials do you use here?
We have anything you can imagine that a child would be interested in using. We have glow-in-the-dark paint, we have sparkles, we have every color imaginable.
Imagination lives inside all of us. We need the tools to be able to get it outside of our minds and into the physical world. So with art, you can do that. And what we're going to do today is take it to the next level into outer space, and we're going to get lost there with all of our ideas.
What we're going to do is we're going to have an opportunity to work all by yourself, one-on-one, and create artwork here in this part of the room. Then we're going to be splashing paint on the walls, on each other, and that's more of a fun combination of doing things together.
So the kids are really focused on what they're doing, how they're doing in that moment, and not worried about what it's going to look like in the end, because all the fun happens in the process anyway.
So you can't make a mistake. You can just have a good time.
No mistakes, no mistakes ever.
Well, thank you so much. I am ready to get going.
Can't wait, we're excited.
Let's do it.
All right. Today's theme is outer space, and we're going to get lost in space. Who can tell me what things we might see in outer space?
Astronauts.
Yes, that's right. And what did you say that we see?
Aliens.
Aliens. That's a good one. Yes, Grayson. Planets. That's very good.
The moon.
The moon. We're going to go visit the moon in a little bit. For our first activity, we're going to draw outer space monsters. And we're going to see lots of different shapes in the legs, and the arms, and the bodies. Some triangles, some circles, some wiggly shapes, some geometric shapes, some familiar shapes, some unfamiliar shapes, and it's gonna be lots of fun. So we're gonna start with a drawing activity where we have these big dice where the kids get to roll them, and it determines the fate of their outer space monster. This is the dice for the legs, okay? So every side has a pair of interesting legs that maybe an outer space monster would have. This is the body dice, so we're gonna flip it and see what it lands on, and you'll be able to draw that body. So this is going to determine which body you get, and everybody's going to get a turn to roll the dice. Does anybody know what this word is on here? What does this say? Arms. Can anybody tell me what other parts of the monster were missing that we could draw? Grayson?
Arms and legs.
Arms and legs. Anything else?
Yes.
Maddox?
The nose, the ears.
Yes, the eyes. That's good. I do not want your drawing to look exactly like this, okay? Don't make it, better not look exactly like this. I want it to be your version. That's okay too. Whatever you do is correct. Next, I want a big high roll. Spin it in the air. Up. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, we got the squiggly body. So let that be your inspiration. Are we supposed to make mistakes in here?
Yeah.
What happens is can anybody raise a quiet hand and tell me what happens when you make a mistake? Violet?
It's okay.
It's okay. What else happens?
Your brain grows.
Your brain grows. Do you know why?
You learn from mistakes.
You learn from your mistakes. Now that we have our monster bodies with our arms, legs, bodies, and faces and tails, I think we're ready to add some color. So what do you think about painting?
Yes.
Okay, it is now time to switch out our pencils for something else. Who knows what this is?
Paint.
Violet. A paintbrush, yes. What do we do with a paintbrush?
Paint.
We paint, right? And do you notice that there's something else in front of us?
An eagle.
It's an easel, very good. What does an easel do?
It's a thing to hold up like your canvas and
Yeah, absolutely. You can hold up your canvas, Right now we're using clipboards to put our drawings on. That's right, so we have easel and a paintbrush, and we're gonna bring out some paints, and we're gonna paint our monsters.
But how will we teach color?
That's a great question. I am going to hand out some water, and you can wash your brush in between, and I'll show you how. And then you have a rag to wipe it off. So you'll also see that you have two different size paintbrushes. Why do you think you have two different size paintbrushes?
This one's for painting and this one's just for the details.
That's a good word, details. That's right.
Or you could use it for coloring just really small things. Like I drew a bow, it's really small, that I could use it to paint it in.
That's right. So the details are the small things, like maybe your eyeballs or a detail on your tail. And this is for big things, maybe your body where you have lots of area to paint. So I'm gonna hand out the paints now, and then we can get started.
If you mix red and yellow, it makes orange. You want me to show you? You can try it. Here, you can use my paintbrush. So put it in here, put a little bit of red, and then put a little bit of yellow. Here, you can use this one. And then mix them together and see what color it is. What's happening? What color is it turning? It's turning orange. Look at that. It's time to reveal our masterpieces. Monsters in outer space.
3, 2, 1, turn it around.
Wow, these paintings are really amazing. Paintings of objects in outer space. Shiny, you did it too. Shiny did an abstract. Kid Vision Kids, it's time to make art in a different way.
In our sensory bins, we have lots of ooey gooey things happening, and they're all themed to outer space. So in our first bin, we have moon sand, which we made out of flour and paint. And we hid some treasures in there, so you're gonna have to find them. Then we have another sensory bin where there's shaving cream everywhere. So you can do what you want with that shaving cream. We'll see what happens. In the other one, we have slime, and it also glows in the dark. There's also hidden gems in there as well, so you're gonna find some outer space items in there. But this slime, you can play with it, you can make it into shapes, and a sensory bin has 4 out of the 5 senses with elements in it that ignite all 4 of those senses. So we have touch, seeing, hearing, and smelling in our bins. Splash Room is a magical place where you can make a mess like you've always wanted to. So you take paint, you can throw it at the walls, you can mess it around on the floor, you can even paint your own body. And it is complete freedom. And I know that you naturally want to do that all the time. But this is the place where you can actually do it and you won't get in trouble.
Wow, this art class was so much fun. Art is an amazing way to use your superpower of imagination to express yourself, even in outer space. Bye!